Hello and welcome to a new episode of American Truck Simulator. No time to waste, so let's just start. Good thing we don't have to wait for the glow plugs to warm up and everything. Because in real life, if you don't know, the engine has to warm up, obviously, in diesels. It's very important that they warm up. And they get their heat from the exhaust manifolds. And that heats up. And you have to wait for the glow plugs to warm up before you can really just run the engine efficiently. Not really even efficiently, just make it able to last a while. And we are on a bit of a tight time schedule here. So let's just go over there and check. It's been about a day. I have actually taken a day. I didn't just record this back to back. So I'm just gonna shift first. Been doing really good at here. So next rest stop, 10 hours, that's good. And I'm just gonna shift again. And let's just look here. So we have 6 hours remaining, and we're gonna be there in about 4 hours. So this should end up pretty good. Hopefully this episode doesn't have 15 million things go wrong with it, as the last episode did, where the game crashed, computer crashed, game glitched. But right now I think we're gonna do just fine. That right there says Rio Grande something. Don't know exactly. Shift down a little. Now I go up. This is some really good scenery. We're gonna go about 60. We can cruise around at about 60 because going any faster really won't matter too much. There's a lot of traffic there. So, question, if you're someone who builds a computer, would you care about cable management? Now, I know a lot of people who, like, maybe are system builders and build computers a lot of time, and they have to be, like, keep doing it pretty fast. They might not care as much about cable management, but personally, I feel if I build a computer, it has to have neat cables. It has to. If it doesn't, I don't like it. Especially in the era of tempered glass side panels on computers. And kind of getting a little off the trail that we need to go on. It's just... And that's not good, is it? Okay. Well, that wasn't really good. There's a Camaro over there. Keep going up to the side of the road. I have no clue why. There's been a lot of things going on. I hope I can get a lot of videos recorded this week. Because, like, the day that I'm recording this is Friday. Because I know I'm not going to have too much time on the weekend to record because I have things to do. And this is going to be a sharp uphill. Got it. Holy crap. 5th gear, and we're going to be limited by traffic, I think. And 4th gear, and we're still losing speed. That's insane. Holy crap. I wish they had a lot of roads like this where it's extremely high up. Because these roads they're fun and dangerous. But that's why they're good. Because they provide something that you really just don't get for anywhere else. It's just like the roads that are in Eureka. Well, the road to get to Eureka, which is just west of Reading. Those roads are pretty fun to drive on. Because they have a bunch of twists and curves and whatever. And the speed limit's staying at 55 on here. Of course, we're probably not going to make it up to anywhere near that. I wish it would, like, reset my odometer and, like, you know, trip thing to see, like, trucks use low gear. Okay. I mean, I really don't see a reason to. I don't see any traffic. It's not like I can go too fast. Well, actually, I might be able to go too fast. So we are just gonna use our Jake brake, and as you can see over there, 99.9 miles per gallon. Reason being, is that Jake braking, or engine braking in general, doesn't use any fuel, because it cuts off all fuel to the engine. And diesel trucks are pretty loud when they do that. Mainly semis. We probably want to... And right back there when I said speed limits are staying at 55, well, not anymore. So now that I'm in 5th gear, it's going to limit me to around 40. So that's good. So now I just do that, and then it will stop it pretty good. Gotta watch that trailer. This is a pretty good and long trailer. Longer trailers are always better. Wink, wink. The computer is seeming a lot louder than it should be. Wait, no, I think I pressed the button. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, now it's in 1st gear ranges. Okay, good. As we're going off the side of the road completely. I should start using the clutch a bit more, because I find that I keep wanting to try to get the shift down, and then I look back up and I'm about to run into the side of a building. So far my wheel is doing okay. So far. That's the key to what I said, so far. Because I can guarantee if I was to play like an American Truck Sim, maybe about like doing 2,000 miles, maybe, my wheel by the end would be like this. Win straight. I've had this, that happened in Forza. My wheel started messing up in Forza. And I honestly really don't care. But, okay. Wait, where was the speed sign anyway? Okay. Apparently I was speeding. I didn't see a speed sign though. Yeah, do a pretty fast stop here. Skipping gears. I like the look of this city. Well, town. It looks different from a lot of places. And you can see the reason why I got fuel, because if I didn't a while ago, we would be running out of fuel. Especially because of like these types of roads, and I'm not going to make that. Sorry. Well, there's no cops around. We're fine. And that was a Ford F-100 back there. And it looked in pristine condition. But considering we were getting about like 1 or 2 miles per gallon, and that was a lot of lag. 1.2 miles per gallon, like average, we wouldn't have lasted very long on the mountains. We're already going a bit low, and I did it again somehow. Why did I put it in the 7th anyway? I'm blaming this on that I'm rusty. It's 82 degrees out here. 201 degrees where I think that's coolant. So yeah, this truck has a pretty good cooling system. Definitely a lot better than, you know, if you were to strap on just a radiator from a car. This thing would probably almost instantly overheat. Yeah, definitely. 570 miles that I can go on this tank. 90 miles left. Looks like I'm going to need to shift down. And again. I love hearing that sound of this turbo noise. Especially on the outside. Listen to this. It sounds pretty good. You gotta admit that. Like, that's how my other truck was. I thought it sounded amazing, and then I heard this and I said, that also sounds amazing. But like, I fell in love with the sound of the Peterbilt 389 Custom by Viper. That thing sounded really good. That turbo noise, and you could orgasm that turbo noise. Speed limit's 40. How about 45? And if you watch my MPG gauge over there, if I let off, it also starts the engine brake. Now Jake brake. Yeah. A lot of trucks use 10W40 oil, which is a lot thicker than car like a pickup truck oil. Some pickup trucks have gotten like 5W20. This is gonna be a sharp corner. Just need to slow down for it here. Sharp corner. This sharp is like, it's not necessarily a hairpin turn, but it's good. And some trucks have, some semi-trucks have used 5W40. So they are sticking to definitely higher viscosity oil in these engines. Of course, these engines can use, they have like 40 quarts of oil inside the engine. And so they can go like, some of them can go about 25,000 miles without using an oil change because they can hold so much oil. Whereas a car, you might get 10,000 miles out of it. A long time ago, you could like only go about 3,000 miles. And speaking of that, oil mileage, the Chrysler 3.8 liter V6, I don't know why I just turned on my blinker, but the Chrysler 3.8 liter V6 drinks the oil. Because if you have the 3.8 liter model of the engine, the V6, some of them, or maybe most of them, or maybe even all of them, were built in Mexico, where the piston rings were put in upside down. So it's kind of like how a rotary engine works. It's actually injecting that into, it's injecting oil into the combustion chamber, which most likely is also building up a lot of carbon. Yeah, shift down. So that means over time it will start to run worse than an engine that, you know, doesn't burn oil. Quite obviously. And it's using like really high viscosity oil, like pretty synthetic. But I forget what it is. But it's basically water. Like, also some engines use oil that is like a 0W whatever. Should probably slow down there. Yay, finally, speed limit's gone up. Let's see how much farther we have left. 38 miles. We've dropped our average MPG just by doing like these mountainous roads by 0.2 MPG. And this truck is definitely a lot more fuel efficient than my other truck, which I kind of want to go and... Alexa, I didn't mean to say your name. I don't get it. Like, she'll accidentally detect what you say. And then... Like, I don't know how she gets, like, me saying ALEXA without that happening. It's weird. Well, what was I going with there? What I meant to say was I don't know how she can detect me saying her name from, like, other words. So there are just a few minor flaws with it. And if you're someone who's afraid that the government is spying on everything that you do, there's a little button on top that you click, and it makes the light go red. It makes the little ring around it go red, which means that all the mics are muted. So if you're questioning about Amazon, you know, think about what you're talking about. Yeah, impossible. They're not going to do it. Our customer expects delivery very soon. Make sure to arrive on time. Well, time to speed. Unless we need to get off the highway up here. 22 minutes, an hour left. Holy crap, we wasted a lot of time somehow. Well, we're definitely going to be needing to step on it a lot. So, come on, truck. Just add some speed to there. I don't know. Wheel feels weird. This probably isn't safe, is it? And it went on 2 wheels. Don't mind that. Okay, that corner was a bit tight, but it only looked tight. Full on. Okay, come on, people. Let me over. Surprisingly, I was able to get in there good. That's what she said. Although, I'm not going to comment on that. And this is a really big trailer. I don't understand why the EPA wants everyone to start downsizing their engines. Like, you can obviously see with, like, piston deactivation, you can make it an engine that's a V8 into a V4. And then they get a 4-cylinder, like, economy. It's really good. But nope, the smaller engines are the key. Yep. Like, in the Raptor, you can only get up to a 3.5 liter high output V6. Which is stupid because, but what if someone is American? And I accidentally slapped that wiper. But what if someone's American and they want a V8? Which in most places, that's where the Raptor is going to be selling, in America. Because I don't really know if you're in Europe and you take this Raptor, if it's really going to fit on the roads very well. So we need to be a bit careful about where we move. Because if we make a mistake and we would have to reverse this. And reversing doesn't sound very pleasant in this type of trailer. And, you know, just going 15 miles per hour inside of a building area. Oh, okay, good, we chose the right route. I was tempting to go right back there, but we picked the right route. Just pull it up here. How we looking? Pull it a little bit here. Low, low. Should be good in just a second. There we go. So hopefully you liked this episode, and goodbye.